Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a weekly recap of the trades that I had in my watch list, and I had an idea of what was going to happen. Obviously, some of them happened, some of them didn't happen the way I thought it was going to happen. We did miss a couple good entries this past week. Today's Friday, March. What are we today? March 13, 2026. So I'm just gonna be going over the markets and breaking them down and my thought process behind each trade idea that I had for this week. So yeah, let's get starting with GBP CAD. This was my the one that I was really looking into it, but I didn't enter the trade. I just doubted. I doubted a lot, but I should have entered, but I didn't. I just stopped myself. So what I was looking was in the daily time frame. I see that price was creating, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. And we were around this area on Monday. This was for Monday. So I saw price was doing just simply lower lows, lower highs. And price was respecting this channel. It was between this channel, So then we dropped down to the 4-hour time frame, and I saw the price respected this channel, which every time it kept down, it sold, touch again, sold. Here I saw that it wasn't able to break above a 4-hour bearish engulfing candle right here, bearish engulfing candle. I dropped down to the 1 hour and saw this 1 hour fair value gap right here. Price came back again, did not close above the 1 hour fair value gap, sold off again. Same thing, came back and retest. This is where I hesitated to enter. This is where I did not enter, but I should have entered. With a 1-2-7 risk reward we could have had. So price here was Wednesday, 7 a.m. I was up. I hesitated to enter, but then it gave me another opportunity to enter right around this area around 10 a.m. Still did not enter. But yeah, that's the one that I missed out on. Which at the bright side, I predicted the market where price was gonna go pretty well. This was last week's trade that we entered. We got out of some profit, but we didn't get stopped out. So it was this week's profit that we missed. So that was a good trade. I was expecting a daily bearish downtrend channel that was checked. 4 hours bearish engulfing candle. We saw this right here in the 4-hour engulfing candle. 1 hour possibly creating a head and shoulders pattern. Let's drop down, and yep, exactly that. You see that we created a head and shoulders pattern. We broke up of this. There we go, head and shoulders pattern. It was a pretty good clean trade that we should enter, but we didn't. Next one that I had my eyes on was Euro NZD, but this one, same thing. We were in a bearish market. You can see the last daily lower high, lower low. For this trade idea, I was waiting for price to close underneath this last daily lower low. Price closed underneath this lower low, came back, retest around this area, and then still continued to the outside, which price never did. It never closed underneath the daily lower low and continued going up. So we're gonna see for this next week maybe. But yeah, this was this idea that did not play out as I thought it was gonna play out. Next was Euro USD. This one wasn't 100% sure, but I still had an idea. We saw the price was creating. We broke about this last resistance point right here, but we also did not hold. We did not come back and retest it. We had a massive sell. This was my idea where I was hoping to enter. The price did not respect that, and it just had a massive sell down. So that trade is completely out the table. So this is gonna be taken out the list. Next we had CHF JPY, same thing, daily time frame. I was waiting for price to close above the last resistance point, which it didn't. It did not with engulfing. It just barely made it. Still had to sell off. 4 hours. Same thing. Nothing too crazy. Price just continued to sell down. So that's another trade out of the way. Euro. This is another good. Hopefully for this week. Coming up this week, this should be some really good. 2 trades I have us looking into this week that's coming up. So we can see the price continue to create lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Now we're gonna come back and retest this area. So we're kind of right here. This is a daily lower low, lower high, daily lower low. Price is coming back to retest around this area, that's what I'm hoping for it to do. We also have a daily fair value gap around that area. Yep, right there. Dropped into the 4 hour. We are not even halfway point of the daily fair value gap, so I want to see from next week price do something like this. Come back, retest again, change your character before we start selling now. So that's my idea for next week in this trade. We just gotta wait and see how it plays out. Next one we have is a GBP AUD. Same thing. This is my checklist that I had. Weekly we're bearish, daily we're bearish, 4 hour we're bearish. Wait for a retracement on the daily time frame, which we're having right now. We're having a retracement back up. This is where we were at Monday. Monday we sold off. Tuesday was off. Wednesday sold off. Thursday we came back, and Friday we're coming back. Touch a daily time fair value gap. We're right underneath the halfway point. Drop down to a 4 hour, 1 hour time frame, looking for a bearish / engulfing candle. We did not have nothing in the 4 hour. We just we just have a rejection, wick down, which we do have in a daily. In a 2 hour, we have a bearish engulfing candle. I was waiting to see if I could enter in the 1 hour failure right here, if it would respect this, but apparently no, we did not respect that. We closed above that. We could have been stopped out. So my next thought process is, this is the halfway point in the daily fair value gap. So my next idea is, today's Friday, which it should close here. Monday might have a doji, might form a doji, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to have a sell-off. So that's for next week technically, because today we're Friday, so market will close at 5 o'clock. In a 4 hour, we might be forming this doji just like this up here. See, boom, boom, sell off, golfing. I want to see this. I want to kind of see this pattern form down here before we have the sell. Have the sell down. So this we don't technically need anymore. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this for next week and see how this turns out. The other trade that we had a good idea we missed was Euro USD. In the daily time frame, you could tell that we were bearish, lower low, lower high, lower low. We broke underneath this we broke underneath this last structure point. We dropped down to the 4 hour. Same thing. We kept using this support. Then we went underneath, came back. Eventually, we did break this. This could have been a nice 1 to 6, 1 to 7 risk reward. Dropping into the 1 hour. Nice head and shoulder pattern. Same thing. We broke underneath this last area of resistance, of support. Came back, wicked into this area. Boom, you could have gotten into there and had the whole move down. That was it. We did not enter no trades this week. Account still sitting at the 67 we left off last week. No trades. So next week we will have some very good opportunities. Yeah, we just gotta wait and see what happens. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day.